Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right. Give me a second. Let me put some music on real quick, and we'll get started. Let me see it's playing through here. Where's desktop? Let's erase a little bit. Okay. Anyway, what's good in the hood, people? It's been a minute since I've been on here, but tonight I need to work on some thumbnail sketches for like the next video and everything. And I was thinking, I haven't used my tablet in a hot minute, so that's what we're hopefully gonna be doing tonight. I need to mess around with this software anyway, Krita. I think that's what it's called. So yeah, I got a few poses up on here. I'm not sure if they'll show on stream. Probably not. I have on my phone, but I did download them over on my computer. But for now, let's see. I might want to move this a little bit so I can see a bit of the chat. Let's see. I'm gonna check the stream. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, that's not really that great. That's like a good loadout. You know what? Screw the chat. You know what? We're gonna just make this as big as possible. What's good, Super? So yeah, so everyone voted for that Sonic X SRB2 video, which I actually did get the intro done. It took me like 2 days, surprisingly enough. I might play it on here later, but we're gonna go ahead. Like I said, I'm really new to Krita and this drawing tablet. I had to like move everything to accommodate for this giant ass tablet. So, but my mic is like way closer than like usual. So, but hold on. I wonder, can I actually show images on here? Give me a second. So that way I can have like the chat like decide which pose I should like go with for the thumbnail. Give me a second. Let's see, image. Can I import images? I think I can. Let me see. Which one of these is gonna allow me to put an image on here? Okay, here we go. Okay, give me a second, chat. Where did I put these? All right. Okay, they're all gonna be on like different layers and whatnot. Okay. You know what? Here we go. So I was debating either between either this pose or give me a second. Jeez. This one or this one or two. I'm debating between either one of those two. I don't know. I think I'm leaning a bit towards 2, to be honest, but I've been pretty indecisive with it. So, I'm gonna go just throw a poll on here. I'm gonna let the chat decide. Yeah, why not? Why not? I'll make it fun. Which pose we? Okay, did not spell Gohan. That was what the hell. Okay, there we go. And just I got no clue what the hell that is. So either 1 with Goku or 2 with Gohan. I'm gonna let that go on for like maybe like a minute or two. In the meantime, though, I'm gonna try to get my reference images up on here. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. All right. All right, there we go. All right, nice. Okay. So, like I said, it's gonna be really weird. Like I said, I've like barely used this software all that much, so I'm gonna be probably just doing a lot of freehanding. It'll probably look rough, but I'm kind of fine with it being a bit of a sketch style rather than like a clean look that I usually do. But yeah, just reference images and whatnot. Let me see what the poll says here. So we rocking with Gohan. All right. Yeah, I find X Sonic's quills really weird because actually now that I actually can draw them on here, I can actually show, I actually have like a proper visual aid of like what I'm talking about. I don't want to save it. Whatever. I'm gonna save that photo. So I was like looking up images for this, right? And like one instance of his quills, I kid you not, it was like something along the lines of, let's see, like it's like his face, right? Like something kind of like that. Like, it's really weird. Like it is usually shown that he has like 3 quills, right? But yeah, for some reason when he goes super, it's like 5. I don't get it. I mean, I understand why they went with 3. Let's see, that's the wrong button. Let's see, there we go. Cause you know that's how Sonic's usually portrayed with like 3 quills, but it is weird. It goes from 3 to 5, and same with Shadow too, cause he's portrayed with like 4 quills. Cause he's really weird, where like his quill pattern is something like the lines of like that. It's either 3 or 4, depending on like how he's facing. Like his 5th one is like never shown, which like I don't get. Like I understand why they did some of the changes just to save on like animation, I guess, because imagine trying to animate like all 5 or 6 quills with Sonic. And understandably, it takes a lot of inspiration from like Uwakawa's artwork, because I swear there's like one piece of artwork where Shadow does have like this extra quill just like on the side. It probably is, because there are like slight differences to Uwakawa's artwork and the Sonic X art style, but the art style is heavily influenced by it. Okay, so let me see, what sort of pens do we have here? Is this a mosaic pen? Okay, that's gonna be nothing. Okay, that's weird. Let's see. Can I not scroll down? Okay, there we go. I want something more like pencil-ish or like pen. Okay, that works. That works. Okay. It's gonna be really weird. I can't switch back and forth on here, so what I'm gonna do is just probably... Here, I have the image on my phone anyway. Other artists, something's like some draw Sonic's top quills where it doesn't show. I can see that kind of working. I kind of like visualize what you're talking about. Okay. But yeah. Let's make sure my scroll wheel is working. Okay, it is working. For some reason, when I opened this like last time, I couldn't zoom out. No, I couldn't zoom in. So, all right, that works. That's neat. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try this out. It's really weird. The pen is like bulkier than like the average pencil, so it is gonna be kind of awkward. But we're gonna just, for the most part, just try sketching stuff out, and I will attempt to try to get like a completed piece on here. That's the goal for tonight. And then at the end, I'll show off the little intro and outro I made. Well, I guess the intro. Hopefully, what I plan to do is, I don't know, maybe Sunday night. If not, probably Monday. Just do like a live recording and everything, and I'll probably spend the rest of the week just working on that video, because I don't know when that Fortnite video is gonna get done, and I haven't made like a proper video over on that channel since like February. So that's not really that long, but admittedly, I did want to get that Fortnite video done between like late February, early March. But yeah, let's see. But I got like a rough idea of where things are gonna be. probably don't have to sketch out the full thing since the thumbnail is probably going to be primarily Sonic's head, but you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's see. And his quills. Okay, I gotta pull up Sonic X's Sonic quills. Because even in the photos that I have here, it's pretty inconsistent. I see, for the most part, this is his quill pattern. I have the second picture. I think this is fan made. This looks really fan made. So I take this with like a grain of salt. But for most of the images I've seen, and plus including the Sonic X mod, it's almost like this weird like trident pattern. Like they're not fully curved. They kind of bend at like an angle, except for the top one. So I'm gonna try my best to recreate that at like it's almost like a pseudo top down angle. We're gonna try to see what we can do. Let's see. I'm thinking kind of like the top quill. I don't know. Middle's gonna be like somewhere around here. Maybe. Probably can clean it up. Hold on. I can do better than that. Hold on. I don't think it's gonna be like that thick of a quill. Let's say around there. And on the bend, and maybe kind of up here. It's not like completely straight. Okay, I don't want to save as. Experiment with shading differently than you usually do. I'm gonna try my best to kind of do it in the Sonic X style, or not. I don't know. I'll think about it. Let's see. I have been pretty inconsistent with like styles recently. I don't know. Like I feel like I kind of do have a style somewhat, and then I deviate with that within like the next like art I make. I've been pretty inconsistent, consistently inconsistent. That's what I've been doing as of late. I definitely will try to give it a shot. It's not good with just drawing something that's not related to a certain art style. Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely. Okay, let's see. That other quill. Kind of like that. Say, yeah, kind of like that. I like it is kind of just like a rough sketch. Not, I think it's gonna be really perfect. Let's see. And then for his brow, he has a very furrowed brow, especially with. Actually, let me just use my. He has like a very furrowed brow here. A bit of distance from the ears too. Which I can't tell where the ears are now, to be honest. I'm gonna say kinda here. actually I can zoom in. I forgot the fancy little tablet. I can zoom in. It's really weird. I was talking about this earlier last stream, but it is very weird being able to like. Oh, drawing on a tablet is so different than drawing on paper. It's genuinely unreal. Big muzzle around here. I need an eraser. I need an eraser. Hold on. To clean some of this up. See, how big is that? That's kind of. I guess not too bad. Alright. Let's clean up the eye area. Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is the ear right here. Let's see. Where is that previous pen? Dang it, I forgot it. I forgot which one it was already. Whatever. I'm just gonna clear that area right now. Okay, that was not the pen I was using. I don't know why it's showing me that. Where's I draw digitally? Usually, yeah, like I definitely have noticed it a little bit with my artwork too. Like drawing on paper, like the sketch may be like objectively like not as clean as the digital, but I don't know. I feel like there's like some slight loss in like the translation between drawing digitally versus drawing like on paper, because. Most, if not all my artwork, I do like a traditional sketch before I try to translate it digitally. And like, I do like it for the most part, but like there's always like something off with it that just kind of bugs me. You know, go with like a folder. Okay, can I not scroll down? Jeez. What are these pens? Hold up, I'm sorry. What is this like? Green like lab pen. What is this? Okay, okay, that's just weird. All right, I'm gonna have to. Okay, is this like the mosaic brush? No, this isn't. I mean, I guess it kind of is. Huh? If I zoom in, I mean, I guess so. We're gonna see what all these brushes do. But this one's just brown. This is a brown dot. Oh, this is the airbrush, I think. What else do we have here? This looks like a. Okay, these are why are the airbrush, why the airbrushes have like the weirdest looking like logos and icons for them? That is so strange. Let's see, marker, pen. Okay. Let's see, can I increase the size? Okay, here we go. I don't know, and especially like drawing on here, there's like a ton of like different buttons, switches, whatever to like mess around with. It is very. There is like a huge learning curve with like drawing digitally and then drawing on like a tablet. It is very strange. Let's see. Automatically, drawing should turn out better. Exactly. Like it's weird. Cause like that's how I always felt. Like, oh, well, since I'm drawing it now, where there's more tools to make it look, I guess, accurate or as clean as possible. It's like the result is, yeah, I guess it is there, but there's always something that just feels off with it. I guess the only time I ever feel like the drawing itself actually does look closer to the sketches where I just do like a messy sketch, kind of like. I know I did it for the Tangle artwork a while back, and I did it for the Fortnite video sketch, which I don't know, it will probably become lost media at this point with the way I talk about it, but I don't know. That's where like I felt like I've been satisfied with like the sketch and the art because it was just basically just sketching over a sketch, not really just trying to perfect the line art or anything. I don't want the other eye. The brow. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm like, I gotta fix the body. The body up. The body looks kind of fat right now. Though the body does look kind of fat. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, Loki. Like the face. I'm kind of messing with it, Loki. This looks nothing like any sort of Sonic I've drawn, but I for some reason I like it. I like it. Try to make my art good. Yeah, that's the problem. Like if I clean this sketch up, like I feel like yeah, it would look nice, but like I feel like the imperfections give it a bit of soul, give a bit of like liveliness to it. But I think that's it. Like once I try cleaning up the line art, it just loses something in its like translation. Like maybe to some people it's objectively better, but I don't know. It's like once I do that, it's like I'm missing something. Like the imperfections kind of, you know, it kind of makes or breaks the sketch sometimes. Okay, yeah. So Supersonic has a much more like lean body here. This one looks kind of fat. Fix it up a little bit. Let's erase all that. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and. I feel like that's a bit better. That's a bit better. We're gonna go ahead and erase through. Just try to define everything here. Let's see. I also want to try to redo the brow a little bit. Also, the muzzle a little bit. It is a bit like I see where the line art kind of is here, but so I think I need to make the muzzle like a bit bigger. So I love the little. This is kind of a game changer, low key. Actually, having a proper scroll wheel. It kind of has been a game changer. If there's one thing I like about here compared to like drawing on like a phone, for example. I don't know, the zoom is very. The fact it's like just instant. I kind of like it. Granted, though, it does scroll in increments. Like you can see, it is. It's not really a fully smooth one, but like it works. It works. Let's see. I'm gonna size it down a little bit. The muzzle, yeah. I'm just gonna cut it here at the nose. It needs to be a little bit bigger. Right here. Muzzle curve. There we go. Also, I'm gonna get that line right out of the eye because it is low-key pissing me off. I've kind of been leaning towards messier, like, sketch styles. I think that's what I'm probably be rolling like forward with for art on here on my sketchbook, or I guess a tablet, because I don't know. I feel like if I actually attempt to go with like clean line art, I might actually kill myself doing it on here. I don't know. I'm looking at the spines need to be a bit bigger. I don't know. I feel like it's like that might just be like a me thing here, but I'm looking at it. The ones closer here on this side, I feel like they should be a bit bigger. Like, kind of like that. I don't know. Oh, it's like something about them just seems kind of off. I don't know. I'm gonna erase them. I'm gonna try it again. You know what? I'm gonna give it a second shot. The ones on the left seem fine, but the ones on the right, they just something's off with them. Like, I get they're gonna have like more focus since they're, I guess, close to the perspective, I guess, but plus they are kind of tall too. Let's pull this up. I don't know. They seem kind of off to me. Alright, I'm gonna try drawing hands a little bit. Why not? Let's see. I don't know, the torso. The torso just kind of throw me off. I did not want to brace the muzzle, dang it. Just like, there we go. Another thing I really like is how like pressure sensitive everything is. Like compared to like, I'm mainly comparing this to, like, just drawing on like phones, because you know it was Paint Survivor here over here. It is really weird actually dealing with like pressure sensitive inputs rather than just sliding away on the finger without a care in the world. Let's see. So look at the artwork, and it's like it kind of bends in like that, and then the leg, like, boom, down here. Let's see. like that? Yeah, yeah, that's way better. Alright, and then let's see. Honestly, if we get 10 songs close, don't focus on perspective. Well, it turns out better when you can see the quills on the other side of the face. Yeah, I'd say that these new quills do look a bit better. I don't know. I guess so. Fair enough. When you can see the other side. I guess, yeah, if you do it right, yeah, it does work. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I'm gonna just erase this like here because I don't know how I'm doing. I have no idea like what I'm doing with that one right now. And just cut off it there. Okay, okay. I think I kind of get the idea, but yeah, like, I think like a visual would kind of help. All right. I'm trying to get the art back up in here. There we go. There's some pillage right here. I'm gonna try to recreate a bit of the brow here, because there's like a specific way they kind of shade it on here. Let me zoom in. They're using that fancy little zoom. I will never get tired of doing that. It's like a little fidget toy. Okay, hold up. And I messed things up. There we go. Okay, I'm I'm just doodling stuff, bro. Okay, I was just messing around there. But there is kind of like an emphasis here. Let's see, I'm trying to pull it off. I know, I give up. I give up. Actually, it'll probably look better if I do it with like an actual color. So, you know, we're gonna just leave the brows as is. Okay. I don't know. Should we give Sonic like a smile? Cause actually, a bit of a frown, You know, he's locked in. You know, he's locked in. You know what? Let's see. Can I at least do like a decent frown on here? Yeah, you know what? It could be cleaner though. A little bend there. It's gonna maybe flip out. Dang, why is that big? Okay, just okay. A little bigger. There we go. All right. That's better. That's better. All right. We should erase this guideline here. Probably should be able to clean up on the ear. The ear's kind of lost in translation right now. Also, where I kind of erase over here for the muzzle, it's kind of sloppy on my end. We do a eraser stroke. Okay, redo it again. So I cannot see where this little bar is. Can I not scroll in any? Oh. I was gonna say, can I not scroll in any further? There we go. Alright. Slight cleanup. Here and there. Alright. Probably gonna have to try to define the lines a bit more. There we go. Probably does. There probably are some guidelines over here that I can probably use to like straighten these out. But you know what? We're just gonna go full sketchaholic on this. Links. Shoot. Oh, you just send me on Discord. You know, I can check it out over there. Yeah, I haven't streamed here in like a hot minute, so it's gonna take me a while to figure out how to allow links again. Let's see. Right here, we have a general idea of where the ear is. So, just gonna erase around that. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna just erase this whole ear section. You know what? Ear surgery. There we go. Goodbye, ear. Now Sonic is partially deaf. Rest in peace. Alright. Ah, jeez. First line was good, but that second line was... It's actually Sonic because this person I know has barely any non-EX related art. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, I'm gonna look right now. Give me a sec. Hold on. Go back to my reference real quick. Okay, so it looks like here for the curve, the only existence of it on the artwork, bring it back up here, is kind of just like near like the, well actually it doesn't really have one. I want to say there's maybe hold on, I gotta kind of near the end of his muzzle, maybe a little bit. I can't tell. This image is, one, really low quality, and two, the glove is like bright as hell, so any line art that I could attempt to distinguish on there, you guys won't be able to see. Let's be honest here. Okay, let me go back. Alright. Okay, now it's telling me to scroll anymore. What the hell? There we go. A lot of cleaning up. Some of these straight lines are just here for the fun of it. There we go. I'm just gonna erase this curve line here. Just let the quills coexist amongst each other. Okay, now let's go back to the pens. Alright. Just kind of like a meet here. Basically what I mean by quills that don't make sense from a perspective view makes Sonic look better. Alright, let me look right now. Pull up on Zitter. I guess so, yeah, I kind of see what you're talking about here. Okay, okay. I guess granted though, like, actually not, it's gonna be weird for me to try to explain it. But I see what you mean, especially with the like extra quill poking out on the other side, on the right. Okay, currently the face here, I like it. I like the face so far. Now it's just a matter of just like kind of cleaning things up here. And we still have... Oh, the thumbnail's probably going to show at least this. So... Yeah, I'd say that it's probably going to be this. The thumbnail's probably going to just be that. So I still need like an arm and a fist. Another arm and a fist on the other side too as well. But so far, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I mean, hey, at least it looks like Sonic, for one. So, as long as that part of the the art works, then yeah, I'm happy. This quill, though, over here, I need to clean that up, and then we'll move on to dealing with the arms and the legs. Plus, I only have Sonic's like other quill. Let me zoom out of this. Okay, zoom. good. Maybe for the second image with the tweet, because yeah, that one works as an example. Modern's body is kind of weird. Like it here, for example, it's not gonna be. I have to like click on every little thing to like scroll. We'll change like what the scroll wheel does here. Okay, it's not now. Just it doesn't want to scroll. It doesn't want to scroll. That's awesome. Okay, there we go. But yeah, Modern body is kind of weird. It's like a leaned-in oval. That's the best example I can really give it. Like the skin patch right here is kind of like the guide that I usually use. Yeah, it's always like he kind of has his like chest sticking out at like a weird angle, almost like 45 to. I wouldn't say 45. It has a slight lean to it. It always usually has like a slight lean to it. I'm gonna look at my area. How do I usually draw it? I'm gonna look right now. Here, I'm gonna make sure things muted here too. Okay, actually, I don't really draw the lean to be honest. I don't know. I think it just depends on how I'm drawing him. I'm gonna try to pull up. I'm looking right now on the Ibis right now. How do I usually draw it? Oh, okay, I haven't really drawn Sonic in like a hot minute, to be fair. And most of this artwork that I have here is primarily of Classic, so. Okay, so I might be like a hypocrite to my own like law, because I'm looking at my art and most of the time the perspective or the way I'm drawing Sonic, I barely do torso. And if I do, it's either Classic or I don't know, maybe like just okay, for like the very few instances that I have Sonic here drawn. Okay, I swear, I'm so inconsistent too. Okay, so I'm gonna just try to illustrate, for some reason, how I've been drawing his torso for who knows how long. Okay, so for some reason, you just draw it like straight up. Oh, this is an eraser, hold on. Okay, and I forgot, now it's switched to that. Okay, so for some reason, I've just drawn it like straight up, kind of like that. But I mean, there's always like this back lean with Modern. That's the thing I've kind of noticed. It's kind of consistent with the artwork. Either it's like straight up, or maybe it's like a crunch, like an ab crunch. Or I'm looking again. Okay, I'm mostly do like an ab crunch with Sonic. With artwork that I do, it's either kind of like the ab crunch or kind of just like a straight up oval. But the thing that's kind of consistent is where in the case of Classic kind of just being just circular, Modern kind of just has like this like slim crunch to his back. I kind of have it here with the Supersonic. Yeah, there's always like a curve to his back, which I guess is kind of shown to like slim things down, or at least give the illusion of him having a slimmer body. Yeah, the arch crunch. Yeah. I mean, it does work. I mean, it's not circular. It kind of emphasizes the upper half of his body, almost to like give it like a muscular look to it. No offense to Classic Sonic, but I mean, compared to Modern, he does look kind of fat. But like I said, no hate to my goat, okay? But yeah, there is a noticeable arch with his back. Which I mean, to each his own, I guess. Like I said, I think it does work to like emphasize, I don't know, that slimmer build that modern is supposed to have, kind of make him more athletic, more fit. But actually, I can. I'm gonna try to. I like how this is like a square. Why isn't it a circle? Why is this one specifically a square? If I go to the other one, right? If I go to the other, it's a circle. It's a circle. Why is the other one a square? What is the point of it being a square? Like, this seemed like a proper circle. It has edges. Whatever. For classic, all I do is draw a circle with a circle. But Mario gotta add all these curves. But yeah, Classic Sonic is cooler. I mean, artists have shown that like the classic body can work for cool poses. And even for modern, I mean, especially in the realm of like 3D, I'm gonna use like figures for example, because sometimes I'll just use those for like reference. I mean, most of them don't really try to like attempt the little back curve, and like it still works. The little arch right here. Like I said, I guess it's like a stylistic choice to show off the more lankier and quote unquote athletic proportions of modern, but I still say the classic design still works. It really does. That like it's doo-doo garbage. We're gonna ignore that. Okay. So now it's the top half is kind of done. Now I did say I was gonna clean up this quill right here. I was gonna clean this up right here. The room might go. Since Curious Softer Sonic. Exactly. The cutification of classic Sonic, I would say has to be studied, but I promise you, people have made videos upon videos about it. Don't get me wrong, the gens designed in theory and execution from in the beginning is cool. Like mixing elements from both the North American and Japanese Sonic into one. Genuinely is like a cool idea. But it seems like they keep trying to almost sanitize it within each and every installment to the point where we've kind of lost the plot. So now he's resorted to cute fodder. Granted, though, he's kind of had like some of the swag back. I think the Origins cutscenes, they do look pretty clean and everything. And it doesn't look like an effect as like an attempt to like cutify classic, but I don't think a few cutscenes are gonna like really properly save his reputation, because we saw what Superstars did, and I felt we were just back to square one. Let's see. I'll use the square eraser for some reason because woohoo! Thank you, Krita, for the square eraser. I've always wanted that one. Always wanted to use this. But yeah. Get that out of there. There we go. Every time I see classic Sonic fan art of him next to modern, yeah, I don't get it. Well, I mean, I do get why. Thank you Sega for making classic Sonic cute fodder now. And I'm supposed to believe that like this thing right here and classic are like supposed to be the same guy, or technically not really, but I guess like now they aren't. I don't know. That one was always weird. When like forces decide to retcon Generations as classic Sonic just being Oh, he's Sonic from another dimension. That ish was weird, but that was back in 2017. We ain't got time to complain about that. That is true. That is true too. But no, now he's You guys remember Cloud Sonic was always cute from day one. He was always cute. You guys are just remembering things wrong. What? Sonic C's opening? What's that? What's an opening? Never seen that before. I think it is really weird though. Like, put like CD's opening next to like Sonic Force's like introduction of classic Sonic in the story, and tell me those are the exact same guy. I will have a hard time believing that, low-key. All of his swag, all of his coolness just gone over the past 10 years. It's insane. Yeah, it is really funny. Like, dude, Modern was cracking jokes since like day one. Let's be real here. Like, yeah, they had an attitude, but I don't know. One was like a bit more subtle, and the other one was more in your face. It looks a bit better. That looks a bit better. Alright. We should probably move on to actually getting the rest of his body down, because I still gotta figure out how to color this on on Krita. Honestly, I think that's him growing more comfort towards his friends. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's see. Can I get the hands up over here? Okay, give me like notifications on YouTube. Awesome. Let's see the fists. Arms and fists over here. Okay, let's try to tackle that. Okay, this leg's gonna need like a redo. It is way too big. Also, for some reason, his tail is kind of long in this artwork. Well, I guess not artwork. I guess the still. It's like, I'm gonna like circle it. Like, it's kind of like right here. It is kind of long compared to like what I'm usually used to. We're gonna go ahead and actually that almost kind of worked. Hold on. Yeah, okay, you know what, there we go. Let's see, pull up the comments again. Because Cloud didn't really interact with his friends that much, kind of just let Tails follow him around, which is nice of them. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, actually that leg kind of works. The leg kind of works. Yeah, it kind of is. It's kind of been alive and well. Like they are not the same person at all. Like, it's to a point where like you cannot convince me that they're like the exact same character. Look at the pose again here. Okay, so the shoes are kind of a bit outward. Alright, so... Okay, there's a ton of space on this thing. I did not realize. I've only sketched in like, what, a third of this right now? Exactly. They got him locked down in Sega headquarters right now. Free bro. Free classic tilts backwards. Alright. Alright, so socks are gonna kind of be... Well, actually, no, technically, for some reason, apparently Sonic's socks are technically just rolled up parts of his boots, which, and that's interesting, I guess. It's really weird considering like most like iterations and adaptations treat these more or less like sneakers. It's weird. I get that's what they're supposed to be, but like I can't really see it. No, he does. He does. I know it's either from like a Sonic channel post or whatchamacallit, one of his designers. They confirmed that Sonic's shoes, they're boots. Which, like I said, I just don't see it. I just don't see how these can be. These are boots. Like this part that I'm drawing right here, the sock. It's apparently part of like it's the boot being like rolled up. I don't see it. I really don't see it. Like literally every other iteration of this is seen as like a shoe, and I don't care how incorrect I am. That it's a shoe to me, bro. It's a sneaker. It's a sneaker. It's a sneaker to me. Plus, I mean, if it's really a boot, then why are they called like the speed power up? Like usually like speed. Why do they usually call it speed sneakers? Like I don't get it. Like it doesn't make sense to me unless it's like a U.S. localization thing. I don't know. Frankly, in this house, we call them sneakers. It seems kind of big. Okay, this does look kind of big. I'm gonna redo these. Yeah, those are way too big. No, wait. The gift we got. You know, I want to look to confirm it. You know, because it's gonna bother me the entire night. So I know I want a little bit of a break right now, and I'll probably show up the intro after this too. Let's see. Are Sonic's shoes boots? Sonic wearing boots or shoes? Okay. It's a gift he got. No, okay, so Naoto Ishima confirmed back in like December of 2017 that the white parts of his shoes, well, the white parts that the sneaker, the sock cuffs, I guess, that they're all part of the shoes. And then into the design documents, this is from a 2020 post, that they are described as Michael Jackson's dancing boots, and the boots are folded back. Okay, so it doesn't confirm if Modern wears them, but for Classic, it is that they are boots. Here, I'm gonna send it here too. Here, I'm looking right now. I'm gonna drop in suggestions here too. So yeah, for Classic at least, it confirms that they are boots. I'm not sure about modern. I'm gonna say probably no for modern because a lot of like, especially like upgrades in the games, they usually refer to them as shoes, not sneakers. Like light speed shoes, grind shoes, extreme gear. The only instance where they're ever really called boots is like in Sonic Labyrinth, where his boots are replaced with the slowdown boots. So modern, I'm gonna say sneakers. But for classic, I don't know. The co-creator and the design documents confirm that they are boots. So, like I said, I will leave it up to everyone else on if modern's wearing boots or not. But for classic, it's 100% confirmed. It is weird though. It is weird that he would go with with boots rather than sneakers. That seems very odd to roll with. His tiny legs do not leave you wearing those large boots. But I guess it does make sense when you consider the fact that, like, you know, Sonic's designs, especially back then, takes heavy inspiration from, especially his shoes, from Michael Jackson. But, whatever. I'm gonna just go on a slight break. I'm gonna try to finish this up. I'm just taking a slight break. I want to show up the intro. I think it looked really nice. I don't know. For 2 days, I'm gonna let you guys determine if it's gas or trash. Where can I pause the music for this music? I'm gonna. Where is it? Where is the intro? Okay, here we go. Oh shoot! All right. Minimize that. I'm gonna go ahead. Where can I switch screen? Switch screen. I have a ton of tabs open. Jeez. All right. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys determine if this was a gas or trash. Really short, but whatever. We're gonna play it. Here we go. My desktop's on. Okay, it is. All right. Yeah, there we go. It's a really short intro, admittedly, but I think it's kind of gas. I think it's kind of gas, low key. But yeah, I'm gonna switch live back again. I kind of just like threw up like a random like SRB2 Sonic X lobby like yesterday and just try to see how people just like jump in. But low key, an issue that I kind of run into is that, granted, it was like 10 people inside there, so give or take how many we're probably gonna have if I do record on your live. It was laggy, low key. It was like high key kind of laggy. So I am a little bit worried how that's gonna translate when I actually do record this video. Okay, now the thing's kind of big. So, but yeah. There we go. So, yeah. Like I said, I think it looks kind of nice. I think it's heat. I think it's fire. But for a 2 day for an intro I worked on for like under 2 days, I think it's kind of fire. But like I said, I am kind of worried to see how recording is gonna translate, because I don't know why the last time we did it there was like no lag. So, and I have way more like space now compared to like last time. So, I don't know. I'll probably have to like do some more like test recording maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Because frankly, I just do not really. I am worried. The one of like the moves, like the Chaos Lambent move, that one like consistently lagged every single time. Personally, I'm gonna blame it to like who was just in that little chat like asking for the server owner, because that was so annoying. There was like one person there who kept consistently asking, who owns the server? Who owns the server? I decided just to like to troll him and just like not say it was me. I just blamed on like some other guy, and he spent like a good 7 minutes just spamming in that little chat, like, are you the owner? Are you the owner? Are you the owner? I forgot why. I think it was just asking for like all emeralds or something like that, or just like go and enable all emeralds or something dumb like that. I forgot. He asked me like twice, and I just kept like saying it was like random people for no reason, because I just wanted to see him just piss other people off, dude. It was hilarious. If he somehow sees the stream, I'm gonna probably do it again to you. Low key, that was funny as hell. But yeah, it. I think that's what he wanted, and then I think the only reason why he caught up to me was that I was saying, "Oh, this game mode boring as hell," and I immediately swapped to one of like the other Sonic X pack levels. I think it was like Chris Thorndyke's house, and then I just went AFK because I had to work on the intro. The mod is fun as hell. I actually, after like remembering the controls and everything, dude, I the Sonic X mod is like high key really goated, and I feel like there's like really no debate with that. It is just a fun mod. The only thing I forgot that I kind of had to like relearn was like spin dashing, because it is so weird. That is the one thing I kind of don't like about that mod. Trying to spin dash, which granted, I mean, the only situation you're going to use spin dash in is, I don't know, if you're stuck underwater, I guess, because you can't do the little zip dash. But outside of like the one time where it'll be like a hindrance, like in like deep sea, for example, I guess, because everyone, and I mean every single person in that lobby, just could not they just could not complete Deep Sea Zone Act 1 for the life of it. So I just skipped the Castle Eggman because I didn't want to deal with that either. I'll be real. You know, I will give the SRB2 players a bit of grace on that. But yeah, because it's weird. You gotta do like one of the taunts to then enable like the ability to spin dash. It's kind of dumb. But outside of that, great mod. Really incredible mod. Tons of customization. I know you can get like unlock like Dark Sonic 2 and everything. It's a really awesome mod. For real, dude, SRB2 players are funny. They're hilarious. They will beg you to add like 3 mods in there, and then get really pissy, and then proceed to not leave until you do said thing. I'm pretty sure I've done it on stream before. People have asked me to like enable this mod or that mod, and I'll tell them no, and they'll be there. They'll act like I killed like their grandparents or something. That, oh, you didn't put this mod in here. Brody, calm down. It's just a game, man. It's just a game, dude. All right, so I think this is where the fists are probably gonna be at, probably around here. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. This is probably where the cuffs are gonna be. And arms, probably around here. And then slight arm over there. Not really too fancy, but like I said, this is just for the thumbnail pick. We going as like, oh, layers. Jeez, I forgot. There's layers here to this, which I somehow already have. I don't need 6 though. Jeez. Why did it give me 6 layers? That is like overkill. But whatever. We'll roll with it. We will roll with it. Sure, whatever. Thanks, Krita, for giving me 6 layers to work on. I think I might have enabled that by default, but like, dude, I have not used this software in like forever. I can't tell what's accidental and what I do like on purpose. So it probably is just a me thing. But I don't know why I put 6, dude. I usually work with like almost half of that. But let's see. Elbow bend right here. Cuffs kind of up here. Fist kind of around there. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of see it. Thumb kind of right here. It's probably gonna just be stylized. I'm not gonna do detail on it. A bit upper right there. Yeah, you know what? Something kind of like that. Yeah, you know, we're gonna go with that. That's gonna be the fist. You know what? Whatever. Okay, why is it not erasing the bottom? Is it on all 3 of those layers? Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Thank goodness, dude. I thought it was just on like a different layer, dude. It is. Wait a minute. Which layer is this on? You gotta be kidding me, dude. Okay, so I gotta go through every single one of these layers. Okay, oh, I guess not. Okay. Okay, it's not as bad. It is not as bad as I thought it'd be. I genuinely thought I was gonna have to go through each and every single one of these layers. But it looks like we're good, chat. We're good. Alright. Get this part right here. Eraser's kind of big, admittedly. The eraser is kind of big. Gotta keep messing with the size every single time. Alright. Time to get that arm, because you can't really tell where it is under all that mess. It is looking like a proper picture, though. You know, it is looking like a proper piece. Oh, I think I might go with the sketch style with my thumbnails from here on out. Maybe for like this side of the channel. I don't know when I'll actually upload like a proper video over on. Actually, I think doing the cleaner art style on main would be fine, to be honest. I think that's what I'm probably gonna do. All right, let's try to finish this up, because I've just done nothing but sketching. Coloring shouldn't take too long, since it's gonna be solid colors, and then I don't know, I think I'm gonna go with airbrushing for this piece. I don't really do airbrushing. Honestly, I feel like it is kind of a toss-up whether it looks kind of like muddy or clean. I can never really get it down. Okay, that's one arm done. You know what? Actually, to be a bit stylistic, you know, a bit of a stylistic choice, aka me finding a way to be a little bit lazy on this. What if this arm was like, you know, like, I don't know, shadowed in like black? I don't know. That'd be kind of hard. Plus, like I said, the thumbnail is gonna be primarily, and then actually we removed that. Like it's probably gonna be like that. So, you know, a bit on the lazy side, but we're gonna roll with that. Cause plus we need to kind of have this like done for the night. So we're gonna go ahead and. All right, so five we're gonna use for colors. Okay, 5. Let's see. Do they have like a bucket tool? Okay, it looks like they do. All right, we're good. Okay, so can I like borrow? Okay, I guess not. Hold on. Which one of these is the dropper? Can I like? Can I not take like colors from like one image and the other? Hold on. There's gotta be a way I can do this, right? Because I mean, I could eyeball the colors, but I prefer to be able to like drag and drop colors. Then let's just test out the bucket. Why isn't this not working? Oh, why is this not working? Hello? Okay, hold on. Let me look on here. Okay, so this is the fill tool. Okay, so why don't let me fill? Okay. I guess for some reason I cannot fill with this. Okay, that is weird. You have to like low-key actually do this on mobile. Hold up. Because we cannot be so real right now. Are we so for real right now that I can't actually use the fill tool? Are we being so for real right now? I mean, the sketch is done. It just needs color. Hold on, if I do it on 6, you know, hold on. If I do it on 6, right? Okay, I guess not. Oh, wait, I'm on the erase tool. Wait a minute. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, wait, that was kind of cool, though. The way it kind of... Okay, so hold on. If I'm on 6, right? If I do it, right? Wait, so do I have to do it on the same layer? Because I kind of don't like that. I really do not like that. I gotta do it on the same layer. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Okay. Okay. Alright. Or can I just like, can I add a layer? And like, this one like on top? Hold on. Right, so this has like the sketch on it. This doesn't, right? And okay, 3 has it too. Okay, so hold on, let me try this, right? Hold on. Okay. I guess not. I have to do this on the same layer. That is weird. It only works on the same layer. Okay. That high key sucks. That really does suck, but okay. I don't know why though. Like usually, for example, I'm just gonna use Ibis as an example because it's really the one that I use predominantly, right? Ibis, if I pull something off like that, like, hey, at least it'll fill in that specific area. So you're telling me if I do one below, right? It's just gonna color everything else in the image, right? If I do the one above, right? It closes out the image. I gotta do it. What about on 3? Because I know I drew a bit on 3, right? Okay, so anywhere but where I drew on that that layer. Okay, so that's annoying. That is really annoying. Granted, I guess first time problems. I guess so. But dude, are we for real right now? are we for real? I gotta do this all on the same layer, like it's an actual piece of paper. Okay, well, what's the point of layers? What's the point of layers, dude? Yo, what's good? Okay, so that is weird though. That is really weird that I have to do this on one layer. But okay, let's just go ahead and try to color this, I guess. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna try to question and attempt to do over on here is, can I drag in like sample colors from like other images? I'm able to do that on Resolve, right? On DaVinci. Not DaVinci, geez, that's the editing software. It was Paint. So can I pull it off on here? Which one of these tools looks like I can... Let's see. Okay, so the color wheel is changing colors. Alright. Let's see. If I go over... I'm gonna use like his chest area right here. My music stopped too. Hold on. We're gonna... I'll do that later. Jeez, he's that color? Wait, whoa. Hold on. What? Why is he piss colored? I don't like that. He what? Hold on, I'm looking on like my computer, right? On the computer monitor. It's like a very palish like skin color. But here it's yellow. Why is it yellow? Hold on, why is it yellow? Okay, so we've at least solved one of those issues. Here what I'm gonna do before I continue. Have for dinner. Food. We're gonna go ahead. Let me get my music back up real quick. Close that tab. Let me grab my music. I need to steal some guy's playlist. What we got here? I will steal that. For some reason this like music bot only plays like 20 songs. I think it can play 50, but all these playlists are either like around 20 or like 60 songs. So I gotta just pick and choose, I guess. Alright. Hopefully it'll play now. There we go. Alright. So why is he yellow? Why is Supersonic yellow? Exactly. Piss-colored hedgehog. Okay, so hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, that low-key looks kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. So I can only color everything on layer 6. Okay, did not mean to do that. Oh, but now I gotta improve the line art. That's awesome. I love doing that. That's what I hate about doing like these sketch styles, is that I have to like go back and then just make sure every single like nook and cranny is like fixed. 100 layers? No, it's 7. Because I think I had 6 on by default. Don't ask me why. And then for some reason I only drew on like 2 layers. Yeah, realistically, I don't really need like I think I just need these two. That's really it. Okay, I'm gonna change this background layer. Can I make this like transparent? Okay, there we go. All right. We are so back. We are so back, gang. We are so back. Well, not really, because now I gotta like make sure every single aspect of this like art has like no gaps. So it's gonna go through everywhere. Make sure nothing, no gaps are left open. Alright, fist right there. There we go. Okay, I think we should be good. If I remember correctly, one of these quills here, they did have a gap. But I don't really see it. I don't really see a gap. Chat, I think we're good here. We're good here. I think that top part of the drawing it. Oh, I like it. I like it. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. For a proper sketch on your first time, I like it. I like it. Okay, but the thing that's kind of pissed me off though, the skin color. We're gonna have to like, we're gonna have to eyeball that. We're gonna just eyeball it. Okay. Dang, that yellow is like highlighted. Jeez. All right, we're gonna test. Make sure gap test. There we go. Pass with flying colors. Gap test over here. Alright. We should be good. Let's just check the body real quick. Okay. The body did not pass the gap test. So now it's a matter of just figuring out where did I mess up. Let me just check. Am I doing the third layer, right? Okay. No, I guess not. You know, we're just gonna get like a big marker and just like fill in the gaps here. Or, I guess not bucket. Oh, geez, not bucket, not bucket, not bucket. Go back, go back, go back. Oh wait, no, that's the problem though. If I do this on the same layer, see, this is what's pissing me off. If I do it on the same layer. Okay, there we go. Alright. So I guess it does work when it wants to. So true. So true. ASMRs who like draw like mainly on digital when they mess up and they try to hit like the undo button. Gang, it ain't the same. Okay, but the thing I don't like though here, now I gotta like swivel everything in like manually. Like, gang, just give me the fill button. Just give me the fill button. Okay, and I gotta scroll with like the stylus. And then there's that. Oops. I mean, okay, I did again. I just want to scroll up. Scroll up. That's all I want to do. I always get Yellow Star Productions. What's up? Okay, there we go. Oh, that's good. That's good. Let's see. There we go. Ah. Oops. There we go. Okay. Head looks good. Head looks good. I guess for some reason, on like my Okay, so like the head here looks fine, right? But I'm looking over here on the computer screen. It's like desaturated. I don't know why. I'm gonna make stop motion videos for your channel in the future. I have like one big one that I kind of want to get done maybe during the summer. And I'm thinking maybe like a smaller one to promote said video. That's probably gonna be the plan. I'm working with somebody else right now. Mainly the only thing that's we kind of just need to finish is just like we've kind of like thought about like sets and everything. We kind of got that like figured out recently, so hopefully the animation actually starts taking place during April. That is a plan at least. I don't want to like confirm or deny anything, and not blow up on it. But hopefully that is the plan. There's a zoom in, finally. Alright, over here. I'm gonna pray that the fill tool works on this, right? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So if I do it on the 6th layer, does it work? But I don't like that red. Like, it looks desaturated. Like, I don't like how it looks. We're gonna try to move the scroll. Yeah, let's try that. Hold on. Are we rocking with that, chat? Are we rocking with that? I feel like a much darker red. It kind of gives like a salmonish red look right now. I don't like it. Like, it's slightly off that makes me mad. Okay, but then that doesn't really look that good either. That doesn't look that good either. I don't know. We're gonna leave with that. I don't know. Indecisive right now. It's killing me. It's killing me right now. I might just high-key just go off some guesswork, you know what? If it looks approximately the same, then I mean, yeah, we'll work with it, right? Could be lighter. That sounds that sounds racially insensitive. I don't know why. He could be lighter. Let's see. There we go. Actually, we're not gonna go with like a. Let's go with a slightish tint to his eyes. Actually, now I realize that it probably can look kind of gross. Okay, and that just looks really off. Alright. Sample off here. Go back to the brush. And there we go. But yeah, back to the top of the stop motion stuff. I do want to kind of focus on more of the motion art stuff for a little bit. People have been seeming to enjoy that, so I kind of actually like it and I appreciate that. For all the fans who have been watching specifically because of that. I have wanted to take this channel to a more artistic approach for quite some time. But as I also stated before previously in the last stream, I wouldn't be opposed to doing some of the old stuff, especially the video essays, like I said, it's something I haven't really confirmed doing. I've kind of been floating around the idea of writing down some stuff that I might want to do. Because, admittedly, most of my viewership does come from essay videos from who knows how long ago. Like I said, it has been like a different landscape, so like I said, I do have one main idea of what I'm probably gonna roll with. Essay-wise, if I do come back to doing that, like I said, not confirming or denying it, but it is something that I've been playing in the back of my head with. Once I'm done with all this R-related stuff, most importantly, I mainly want to get that stop motion done and out. I'm not sure if I'll probably make videos after that. I think the stop motion might just be like the finale on here. That wouldn't really mean that I'll be permanently done with YouTube stuff, though. I'll probably mainly focus more on the second channel, which a lot of the stuff that I've been trying to do has mainly just to help boost that channel up, try to get its identity up and running. Which I think has worked for the most part, so I'm proud of that. We are nearing, hopefully 1K. I don't know. Also, it is kind of difficult to try to work on like that one channel when you have like other social media stuff to deal with, which thankfully, surprisingly enough, Instagram and TikTok, shout outs to my followers over there. You guys have been boosting up a lot of the content over there. Which, granted, I feel like if they took a single look at what I do on my channel here, they would be confused. This is the same guy who makes bangers on TikTok. He draws stuff. I don't know. Twitter's gonna be kind of slow, to be honest, because I don't really pump out art on a daily basis. Though I probably should start trying to do more art in general. I'll probably post a sketch over there later on tonight. I don't know. But, yeah. So you're not gonna go full black. Kind of like a slight... There we go. Zoom over here. But yeah. Oh, but Twitter is something else, man. I know I had my issues with it, and I decided to move back over there just for the fun of it. To be honest. It's crazy. Twitter has probably one of like the biggest fall offs I've seen of like a social media site. Not to say it was perfect from the get go. People were already having their like gripes and complaints about it. But I don't know, I kind of just use it as like a little bit of like a window to see what Sonic fans are doing nowadays. And I don't know, we talked about this over on the second channel, which attention for all of you main channel viewers who are probably going to see this video some way, some point, somehow. Please. Shameless plug, drop a sub over there. I'm way more active over on the second channel because I just play games. You have a fun time over there. I promise though, I probably should play some more stuff besides SRB2. But to be fair, the mods you guys have recommended me though recently, they have been pretty fire. Rampage was kind of confusing though. SRB2 Rampage, that we did play recently, that was kind of confusing, admittedly. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like getting stuck under that little like underwater maze. I know it wasn't that difficult, but dog, it was just a pain to deal with. So, I did hear though Metal Rain is getting an update, so we will be playing that too as well. And I'll probably like, I will play probably like a different game, but hopefully these new SRB2 videos that I'll be hopefully cranking out over there sometime soon. Roblox was funny. Roblox was hilarious. I'm sorry, dude. That natural disaster game. I don't know how I got flunked so far. Like, it's still... It's like I'm getting PTSD just from thinking about it. Like, how did that happen? Seriously. Yeah, that was hilarious. Like, I genuinely had no idea how that happened, but, like, boom. Like, I'm still in shock over that. It just happened so fast, too. Like, I don't know what I did to deserve that, but... Okay, so I guess not this layer. Let's go 6 on this. Okay, 6 on that. No? Okay, let's go 3 on that. Okay, that works. It's like a guessing game here. Like, I'm playing a game like Operation right now. Perfect. Oh, does this one do that? Does this one do that? Which layer does which? But, we are getting through this so far, chat. So. But yeah, Roblox. I'll then play some more of that. I've debated on doing VR chat again or reserving that for just like its own video. I've made like 3 so far. I don't know. A 4th one, I've never really like confirmed or denied it, but I'm like I would be fine with doing another one. But like I want to do something like completely different from the previous ones if I do make a VR chat video. If not, I'll probably go the lazy route and just do streams. So, okay, not that layer. Okay, layer 3, fanfictions. I did and this is a long time back. Like this is probably like OG like Stryster ball knowledge for all of like my day ones. I did read this one fan fiction. I want to say it was like a year or 2 ago. Oh man, it was hilarious. We might do that. You know what? I might have to bring those back. They were pretty fun. The human mind cannot comprehend a Sonic fan and Wattpad. I'd be down to bring those back again. That'd be really fun. Like Ian Flynn, you might need to take a look at some Sonic fan fiction for your next up and coming Sonic game, or whatever project you're working on next. Just saying. We did read that Roblox Sonic fan fiction, which that is a real sentence that I uttered today. And that was funny. That was hilarious. Exactly. I kind of cried when Amy sacrificed herself for Sonic. It had me in tears. Honestly, I hope they adapt that for the next Sonic movie. So does that go over? Okay. And it's like a guessing game of what can I like draw over what I can't. It is high-key kind of sucks. Okay, I'm gonna just add a layer under these two. If it'll allow me to. Okay, there we go. Okay, you know, now we're moving. See, now we're moving. There we go. So between all these, right? I can just go ahead and go willy-nilly. Yeah, there we go. Okay. But yeah, Sonic fanfiction readings. We might have to start cranking those out. Probably after, actually, I don't know. I'm debating if I'll post them tomorrow. It's a maybe. I might. If I do stream tomorrow, it'll probably be that. If not, Monday's probably focusing on getting this new video out. I want to try to challenge myself and get this SRB2 video out during this week, because April's gonna be coming around the corner soon. So, and I don't want to go 2 months by without a proper video over on the second channel. But yeah. Okay, looking for it. You know what? I will go for anything, to be honest. Hopefully not graphic. I will go for anything, to be honest. You know, if it's entertaining and gets a good laugh of everybody, then I'll be down. Oh, come on, our software. Are we for real? It's just a fist. I'm gonna color a fist white. That's it. I mean, most people are probably not gonna see the fist. I mean, this is what you're probably gonna see for the thumbnail. But, you know, it's the whole picture that matters. It's the thought that counts. Alright, I spent like, what, an hour or two already sketching all this out. Oh, it looks good. It looks good. Like, I'm really proud of myself for this being like my first proper sketch on here. I'm really happy about it. Okay, and then I get hit with this again. Alright, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Shoes, we're gonna go with like a different shade of red. That's good. That's good. Okay, we're going to do the test. We are going to do the fill test on this, please. We are going 0 through in the fill test right now. Though, like I said, this does look kind of fire though. Like, and there goes my music again. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get more music again. These playlists have like 20 songs. Even though that one kind of ended abruptly. Is that it? Was that actually all the songs? Okay, it was. I swear there was more songs. Let me go ahead and go back again. Wait, no it isn't. Hold on, I'm looking at this playlist. There's more songs. Why'd it stop? Wait, why'd it stop? Hold on, wait a minute, wait. Go back. It left the voice chat. Okay, what the hell? Okay. Give me a second, chat. Why'd it leave the voice chat? The little suit bot. It left mid-song. Why'd it do that? Well, if I leave, go back. Okay, I guess we're gonna just wait on that music, I guess, for some reason, until it plays. But anyway, back to this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, get these shoes all nice and red. No, I forgot the fill. The fill. Jeez. Okay. Alright, and there we go. Boom. There we go. Bob Ross. And as you see, the red is very red. Okay, we are almost done. We're actually getting pretty close to getting all the flats done. So Can that music? Can that stupid music bot play my music? Play my music. I like playing in silence. Okay, we're gonna try again. I've played stream through YouTube, but you know what? Browsers require user interaction for they play audio. What? Okay. It didn't bring that up last time. Okay. Why it's saying it doesn't have input for my mic. It's picking up my audio. Okay, so I guess while we play in silence, I guess I'll bring up some music on here. There we go. I don't know why the music bot would not pick up the music. It has like one job and it sucks at it. Okay, but there we go. We got the arm. Got the arm left. This, we are probably gonna go with like a... Wow, Paint Layer 7 looks like a 5-year-old drew over this. Wow, that is... wow, that is something. Okay, I wanna go with like a orange, like a bit of like a gradient type of vibe. I promise this will kind of look hard. I can't pull it off that well, but like I said, you'll get the idea. You'll get the idea. Like I said, we got one more layer that I usually work with on here just to add the extra details. Unless you guys like it this way. Or maybe it should be just a darker yellow. You know, low key. I want to try a darker yellow. Wait, why don't the little... like that. Let's try that and see what we get. Okay, that's the eraser. Let's go marker. We go down a little bit. Okay, actually I like that better. Okay, so I'm gonna let chat decide. You know, here's the full picture, right? Here, I'm gonna just add like an extra layer just for the hell of it. See, he's in super form. Yeah, no, should we go with more details or kind of keep it with this like messy stuff? I don't know, I guess add shading or not. You know, that's kind of really the question is going. I don't know. I kind of like it this way, low key. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of like it. I think I might go with this as the thumbnail. Like I said, so this is what you're mainly probably gonna be seeing, everyone. Let's see, like boom. It's probably gonna be. This is what you're gonna see. Oh, I think it has some charm to it. I kind of like it. And like the liner isn't obtrusive that you can't tell what it's supposed to be representing. You know, I'm gonna cast a vote on this. Like I said, I like it. I like it. I really like it. If so you know what? Why not? You know what? We'll cast it on it. Okay. You know, why not? I'm indecisive right now. Personally, I'm leaning towards the keep it the way it is. I'm kind of in that crowd. Like I said, this is what you're gonna see on the thumbnail. I'll probably add like something in the back for it. I don't know. I like it the way it is personally. I'm gonna let poll run for like a few more minutes. Let me go and show off the full picture. You know what? So everybody can see what we're working with. Okay. See. All right. There we go. There's the full picture. The only thing I kind of critique myself on is that I don't know. I'm debating if the shoe should be at least longer or bigger. But outside of that, I don't know. I like it. I like it for a first proper sketch on here over on this side of the channel. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna let poll go on for like one more minute. In the meantime, like I said, I'm gonna show off the intro again for the video. Why not? Actually, I'll just play the full intro and outro for it. It's like a minute long anyway, so why not? I'm gonna show that off one more time because I'll probably end the stream around here by then. Where is the intro? Okay, there we go. Let me go and pull it up right here now on stream. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, so just one more time for the folks who missed it. Here's the little intro and outro for the video. Give me a second. Let's play this real quick. End poll. I'll answer the question after this. Here we go. All right. Here we go and switch lives real quick. Pretty good, pretty good. All right. My thoughts on the Ancients and Frontiers. Oh, there were a. It's been a minute. I don't know. I think they were. It's something. I guess. It's very weird that we have like added lore on like chaos numbers and whatnot. I don't like the idea that they're like space rocks. I don't know. Like I think the idea behind it is like cool, maybe, I don't know. I guess personally, me, I don't know. I never really thought that we'd go with their rocks from space, the Chow, I guess chaos, the ancients are like aliens and whatnot. I don't know. I thought everything had a bit more like grounded Earth-esque origin. I don't got there's mystical elements of Sonic and everything. So I mean, realistically speaking, this isn't really too out of like the norm, but I don't know. I guess I just wasn't really expecting them to go that route with the Emeralds. And that's something too. Like it kind of like comes back down to, I guess like it kind of helps tie itself by like using like Chow and Chaos to kind of like bring the whole thing back together. Which, like I said, like it works. It's interesting. Man, that's too. Like I feel like there wasn't really that much time put into Frontiers to really build up the ancients. Like I said, it's a really strange. I guess like it's interesting, and I guess the only reason why I'm kind of like indifferent towards it, it's like I don't know. I just didn't really expect them to go that way. I personally don't really have any ideas other than like I guess I was expecting a more like Earth origin for like the Emeralds and Master Emeralds. Maybe like some sort of like natural event or disaster caused like their existence. I probably would have jived with that a bit more, but that is true. Like, I think outside of, oh, that's cool, they kind of look like chaos, I guess. No one really cared. No one really cared about them all that much. So, yeah, that's true. Hold on. If I look up the Ancients right now, there's got to be at least, like, some sort of fan art. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's like a lot of Sonic Boom stuff on here. There's like one or two. That is true too. There's the Ancients. I don't think. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Sonic Boom stuff. I've seen one OC. Nyx the Ancient. She, her. Height 7 feet. There we go. I've seen 3. Okay, 4. Okay, 5. 6. I've seen like 6 pieces of ancient lore from Sonic Frontiers. I can count that on what? 2 hands. 6. Count them 6. Okay, 7. 7. Okay, 8. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I think we get the idea that it is pretty low. Yeah, I don't think people really. Maybe outside of that like initial boom of the game dropping. Yeah, I really doubt people actually are gonna care about this in the next 5 to 10 years. I wouldn't even really be surprised if it gets retconned for all we know. Let's be real here. I promise you, Sonic Frontiers' lasting impact will be, that sure was a game that did exist. But on the topic of Sonic things that are happening, there was that like one like weird purple hair lady from like some artwork a while back. She appeared in like some Tales Tube episode. I didn't watch it. The timeline on Twitter, like, oh my goodness, they just dropped her in just like that. Which, yeah, that sure happened. So that was cool though. That was cool. Yeah. I don't know. People were theorizing that she might be related to Maria or something like that, because like the way they dressed. I don't know why, but apparently that's a theory that I've seen pop up as of recent, which I don't know, gang. I don't think so. I don't think she's a Robotnik, but hey, what the hell? You know what? Sonic fans, go crazy with your theories. You know what? I love seeing them, but that was a weird surprise, like drop out of nowhere. I'm gonna close. I want to say the JPEG, whatever. Yeah, it's weird that she just dropped in out of nowhere, just like that. But hey, I mean, she's here, I guess, in a random TailsTube video. I don't know. I never really been catching one of those TailsTube videos, to be honest. Honestly, I was surprised that they would just drop her in one of those of all things, but here we are, with the random. Yeah, honestly, like the way they just showed her off was like a just random bit of concept art. I was gonna assume she was like from Frontiers or was supposed to be in Frontiers, but sure, whatever. Go ahead. Drop her in a Tales episode. Let the fans go crazy with that one. So, but yeah, I thought that was cool. That was pretty cool. Honestly, yeah, cause like I don't know. Frankly, we got no clue what's going on with Sonic right now. I mean, there is that Sonic Rumble game that's supposed to be coming out, I guess. And then, what else is there? Sonic Blitz, whatever that's supposed to be. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. Sega is very interesting. I'll just leave it at that. But sure. I don't know. The future is looking. I don't know. The future's just looking kind of for me. I don't know. I haven't really been looking forward to like anything really major. Like after the Sonic 3 movie hype and everything, after that washed over, I don't know what I'm really looking forward to. I mean, we have little DC comics, the IW Sonic comics, which I don't know. I've not picked up either of those in like forever, and I really question if I ever will. The new Sonic game, Rumble looks. I mean, it's Sonic Fall Guys. I mean, if you're hyped for that, hey, more power to you. And I don't know, Sonic Blitz. That is probably the one game that I'm that has kind of caught my attention, because the last Sonic fighting game we got was like what, back in like 2003. So I'm interested to see how a modern day Sega would approach a Sonic fighting game. Personally, I don't know. I've heard rumors that it might be an arena fighter, which I don't know. If it is going to be the case, I'm not really going to mess with it, to be honest. To be honest, yeah, I don't know. But hey, whatever. You know what? I'm sure there'll be fans that'll be ready to welcome whatever new project Sega drops with open arms, or with like a 50 bajillion long Twitter rant, and I'll be there to cover it whenever that happens. But sketch is done. I know I was gonna say I was gonna mess around with Furnace Tracker, but it's kind of late. I kind of spent all stream working on that sketch. You know what? It's fine. That's at least one main aspect of that future video done. So what we expect for this upcoming week. Frankly, I'm debating on streaming tomorrow. It probably is going to be left in the air as a maybe, maybe not. And then I'll either do it or forget to do it at like the very last moment. But there will hopefully be one on Monday. We're going to probably start recording for the Supersonic SRB2 video. So I'm excited to work on that. I might spend Sunday trying to get that Fortnite video worked on. I don't know. Like I said, it's really difficult coordinating between people with different time zones on a video like that, but we'll see what happens. So, but if not, hopefully my plan is to get this SRB2 video done out in a week. Out this week, hopefully. So I'll probably miss April 1st. I don't know what I was doing for April Fools anyway, so I'll just leave to you guys at that. But we will be back over on the main channel next time. I can guarantee you that. If I do actually finish recording though, I'll probably be back over here editing said video. So hopefully with the advent of getting videos out and about, this side of the channel's live stream will be a bit more active. So with that all being said and done, thank you guys for watching the stream. If you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, and I will see you guys all in the next Stryster stream, which will most likely be Monday. So, I promise. So after I'm done with these SRB2 videos, I'll try to make an effort of playing some non-SRB2 stuff for a while. Hopefully these videos will satiate the SRB2 side of things for a while. So, yeah. Thank you guys for being here, and I will catch you guys in the next Stryster video.